You may have used generative AI to help you in your writing process, but how effective was it? Did you use AI at the right time? Was it truly helpful? And most importantly, what should you do differently next time when using generative AI? My name is Badri Adhikari, and I'm an associate professor in the computer science department at the University of Missouri, St. Louis. This video tutorial will guide you on how to reflect on your writing process and AI uses. In this short tutorial, I'll walk you through 3 key points. First, you'll learn how to analyze your writing process. I'll introduce a powerful free tool called Process Feedback, a tool we developed specifically for students to reflect on their writing process. Next, we'll explore reflection tasks that'll help you assess your AI uses and understand its impact on your writing. Finally, I'll show you how you can use your writing process report obtained from Process Feedback in step 1 to complete these reflection tasks that we will cover in step 2. So let's begin. The first step is to see your writing process. How can you actually look back and see your writing process? If you wrote your document in Google Docs, the answer is simple. Google Docs always records every keystroke we type in the background. All we need is a tool that extracts this data and presents it. That's exactly what Process Feedback does, and it's completely free. Let me show you how to install and use Process Feedback. It's quick and easy. Just search for Chrome Web Store in Google. Now in Chrome Web Store, search for Process Feedback and click on the extension when it appears. Now click Add Extension to confirm. Done! Process Feedback is now installed. Now return to your Google document and reload or refresh the page. You'll see a new button near the menu bar that says Explore Process. Click it and the writing process report will open in a new tab. And just like that, your writing process report is ready. Pretty cool, right? As you have seen, checking out your writing process is actually pretty simple. Now, before we jump into step 2 and talk about the reflection task, let's take a look at the report together. It might get a little technical here and there, but don't worry. Exploring how you write can actually be pretty fun. Who said reflecting on your work was supposed to be easy anyway? First, let's break the writing process report down into sections. At the top, you'll see the document name, followed by your name and email, so you know exactly which report you're looking at. The first section provides metadata, how many paragraphs, how many sentences, and key details about the final document, etc. The next section tells you how much time you spent writing, both actively typing and overall. Now here's the fun part. You can actually replay your entire writing process. Just hit play, and you'll see your document evolve in real time. Every sentence added, every deletion, every edit. Want to control the playback speed? No problem. You can speed it up or slow it down using the speed selection drop-down. The active typing sessions section shows when you are actively typing and when you are pausing or thinking. For example, in this row, I can see that I was actively typing for certain seconds at the beginning of my session. This helps us understand our writing rhythm. Did we type in bursts or did we take long pauses? The next section is copy-paste events. Ever wondered how much of your writing was original versus copy-pasted? This section tracks every paste action. You can even click on a paste event to see exactly what was pasted and when. This next section, Active Days, helps us understand our writing habits over time. Every day that you worked on the document is highlighted, with darker colors indicating higher activity. Want to dive deeper? Hover over a day to see the exact number of edits, or click on a day to see what exactly changed. The next chart, text added and removed chart, visualizes when large sections of text were added or removed. Green circles indicate text additions. The bigger the circle, the more text was added. Red circles indicate text deletions. A large red circle, this means a lot of text was removed. This helps identify revision patterns. Were major edits happening all at once, or were they spread throughout the process? The next section, typing speed chart, displays your typing speed over time. Here, the x-axis represents time and y-axis represents the typing speed, that is, number of characters per minute. Did your typing speed increase as you got into the flow? Did you slow down during revision? This chart provides useful insights. The next chart, edited paragraph location, tracks which part of your document were being edited at any given time. It also has a brother, edited sentence location chart. So the edited paragraph location chart shows paragraph level changes, and the edited sentence location chart provides a more detailed view at the sentence level. These charts help us understand which sections of the document received the most attention during editing. Next is the word counts chart. Curious about which words you use the most? This section simply provides a frequency analysis of the most common words in your final text. The next chart is origin of words. This section or this chart tracks when each word first appeared in your document. It's useful for checking if new words emerge naturally during writing or if they were primarily introduced through copy pasting. Sounds interesting, right? Now, if your document has multiple authors, the process report also shows percentage contribution of each author. This refers not to the percentage of text in the final document, but actually the percentage of revisions or changes made to the document. But here's the best part. You can share this report with anyone. Just copy the report link and send it to a teacher, collaborator, or a friend. Need a PDF version? Download it with just one click for easy reference. I know, that's a lot of data, but once you get comfortable with it, this tool provides deep insights into how you write. In the second section of this tutorial, I would like to discuss reflection tasks. 4 reflection tasks to be specific. Let us start with the first task. The first task is to document every instance where AI was involved in your writing. Did I say every? Yes. I know this might feel a little bit tedious, but trust me, this exercise is incredibly valuable. It's like looking over your shoulder and retracing your steps. The goal in this task is to create a table of all the instances of your generative AI uses. In your table, include every instance where you used AI. For each occurrence, note the following. First, record the date and time you used AI. Next, specify which AI tool you used. Was it ChatGPT, Gemini, or another tool? In the following column, the third column, describe the purpose of using AI. Why did you turn to it? Were you brainstorming, rewording a sentence, or generating an entire section? Clearly explain the reason for your AI uses. In the process column, outline how you used AI. Did you refine multiple prompts? Or did you copy paste directly? Did you edit AI's response? Detail your approach. The last 2 columns are particularly important as they ask you to assess AI's impact in your final product and your overall writing process. The second last column evaluates AI impact on your final document. It is a product score. You have to assign a score between 1 and 5 based on how much of AI's contribution remained in your final document. If AI's output was incorporated without any changes, give it a 5. It means the use of AI was excellent. If you completely discarded AI generated content, meaning little to none of it made to your final document, you can give it a 1, in which case AI use wasn't helpful. Now the final column measures how helpful AI was for your overall writing process. If AI made your writing process smoother, faster, or more insightful, give it a 5. If AI was not helpful or even slowed you down in your writing process, assign it a very low score like a 1. Now, once you have listed all the instances of AI uses, your table is complete. This task can take a lot of time, I know, but it lays out the data you need to complete the next 3 tasks. Now let's move on to the next task. Now that you have mapped out your AI uses, let's dig deeper and analyze what worked, what didn't, and what lessons you can take forward. Look at your AI table and find one instance where AI was most beneficial to your writing process. Ask yourself, what made this AI interaction so effective? Was it the tool you chose, or the way you prompted it, or a particular feature that stood out? Did it help you generate ideas, refine arguments, or improve clarity? Be specific. Define the interaction, the platform you used, and the exact features that made AI a true asset in this case. Now let's flip the script. Identify the least helpful AI uses, the one that didn't quite work or even slowed you down. Think about what went wrong. Did the AI generate irrelevant or unhelpful content? Did it introduce more confusion rather than clarity? Was the timing of your AI use that made it ineffective? Again, provide details. What didn't work and why? The goal here is to spot patterns in ineffective AI uses so that you can avoid these pitfalls in the future. Now, take a step back and synthesize your insights. Ask yourself several questions like, what was the most important takeaway from using AI in your writing? What strategies will you keep and apply in future writing tasks? What will you leave behind? Did this reflection shift your mindset about using AI? Take a few moments to summarize your learnings, maybe in 5 to 10 sentences. This reflection will help you build a more intentional and effective approach to AI-assisted writing moving forward. Now that we've analyzed AI's role in your writing, let's see how you can apply these insights in practice. What I'm going to do now is pull one of my Google Docs documents and open its writing process and reflect on it to see what I can learn from my own AI uses. I recently wrote an article about process feedback and draftback, and so let us explore my AI uses in that document. Now remember, my first goal is to complete the AI uses table. So I'm going to have to look for instances of AI uses. Now there are several ways I can check for AI uses. I can simply use the playback slider and check for large changes in the edits. Or I can look at the list of copy-paste events and identify the paste events that were associated with AI uses. Or I can look for large green bubbles in the text added removed chart. Or I can look at the typing speed chart and check the points that are at the top. Also, I can look at the edit sentence location or edit paragraph location chart and look for tall, colorful lines that correspond to a lot of text change at once. In this case, I'm going to rely on two charts, the copy-paste list and the edited sentence chart. And I notice AI uses here. Let me start with the copy-paste list. In the copy-paste list, here is a paste event when I pasted a lot of characters. So let me click on the time of the copy-paste event and I will be able to see the exact difference in the text. Now notice the time 1:31 p.m. and 1:34 p.m. So I changed my article completely in these 3 minutes, but outside of my Google Docs. I also remember clearly that I actually used AI to write my article at this time. So I have the time of AI uses now. I also know that I use ChatGPT for this. The next thing is for me to write down the purpose of using AI. My purpose of using AI at this time was to frame the article so it becomes a good fit as a LinkedIn or a Medium blog post. Let me now investigate what my writing process was before I used AI and after I used AI. For this, I'm going to refer to the edit sentence chart. What I noticed in this chart is that before I used AI, I was actively typing or drafting my idea without any revisions. I was just, writing in the flow. I initially wrote 4 or 5 headings, like, sections or titles for the several paragraphs that I was later going to expand on. And I kept expanding those, bullets one by one without any editing. Then I used AI to rewrite the whole article. And then I revised most of the sentences that AI gave me. But if you look at the timeline, you can see that after pasting the text from AI, I did not spend a lot of time on my document. This means I liked the revision that AI made. To be honest, while preparing this video, I actually became curious and reviewed my AI uses. I was curious what prompt I had used in ChatGPT. And so I opened my chat log in ChatGPT and guess what I found? The prompt I had used was very simple. I had simply asked, okay, we wrote the article for LinkedIn and Medium. How is it? And it revised the article. Turns out, after looking at the AI's output, I liked the hook, but not the cheesy style that it wrote. So I typed a follow-up prompt. Hook is good, but the article reads more cheesy. Then after that, it produced something that I actually used. So just 2 prompts. I gave ChatGPT some context and it did exactly what I was wanting it to do. I also became curious about the vocabulary that ChatGPT chose. So I looked at the origin of words chart and it shocked me. If we look at my origin of word chart, what we find is that a lot of words originate at this time. This is the time when I pasted AI generated text. So as we can see, this is when a lot of new words begin to appear in my document. For example, this word installation was introduced by ChatGPT. This means most of the words that are in my final article came only after I used AI. The origin of words was AI, not me. That really makes me think. AI didn't just reorder the words I had, but it chose many new words that weren't in my article already. Before using AI, I was steadily producing new words, but AI suddenly added so many new words into my article. All right, time to add an entry to my table of AI uses. I have my date and time of AI use. I used ChatGPT. Now my purpose of using AI was to rewrite the entire article for publishing in LinkedIn. And my process involved 2 very simple prompts asking AI to rewrite it for a specific audience. Now, was it helpful for the final product? Yes, extremely. Because most of the content in my article is what AI generated. Also, was it helpful for the writing process? I'm not really sure. It did help me finish my article faster, but it did not bring any new insights or new ideas. So I'm going to have to give maybe a 2.5 for its helpfulness in my writing process. Great. I hope this was helpful. Looking back at my AI uses, here is what I can say. I had a great idea and even wrote it all out, but I wasn't sure how to make it resonate with my audience. AI helped me tweak the style, and it made a big difference. In my opinion, this was an effective use of AI for my article. But your story could be different and full of exciting experiences. I'm thankful to my friends Karen, Alina, and Manu for encouraging me to make this video. I hope this video and reflection exercises help you gain reflective and reflexive skills. Thank you.